text forces us to look at a psychological disposition of theology. Because at the surface, what Peter does and what Judas does looks the same.
All right.
Peter says, I don't know. Hey, and Judas hands him over. But both appear to be oppositional to the ministry of Jesus. Yeah. The Bible calls what Peter did denial. And calls what Judas did betrayal. So I thought for the next 5 minutes, we have a psychological disposition of theology to determine what's the difference between Judas and Peter. Because you may be trying to hold on to somebody you think is Peter, but they're really Judas. And you might be trying to put somebody out that you think is Judas, but they're really Peter. What is the difference between Judas and Peter? Here's the first problem. Is that the Judas spirit is always moved by money. Whenever money is mentioned, Judas shows up. He don't come to Bible study. He don't make it to prayer meeting. He's not active in nothing else in church. They talk about the budget. See, y'all be quiet. Let's stand me up here. Because I'm going to be preaching to Judas right now. Whenever money is mentioned, Judas shows up. Every time his name is mentioned in the Word of God, money shows up. We could have took this, he tells you, and done something else with this stuff. She's wasted this. I ain't got no help up in here. When he goes to the priest, he asks him this, how much will y'all give me? I turn the over to you. Judas is always moved by money. Is that what you want? Because the dynamics of faith doesn't always match the dynamics of faith. And at times when preachers and pastors cast vision by faith, ground when the facts don't match. But we don't walk by budget. We walk by faith. Got no help up in here. We don't walk by how many tithers it is. We walk by faith. I don't see how we're gonna do it. That's good. But you ain't supposed to see how we're supposed to do it. We're supposed to trust God. No matter what. He's moved by money. Let me just say a second thing and I'll go. He has a constant character.
All right.
Now watch how Judas shows up. And I know my time. Take your time. Judas does show up. When he does show up, he kisses you. Kissing was a sign in Jewish culture of friendship and fellowship. It was a symbol of intimacy and affection. It was time between brothers and comrades. When they greeted each other, they kissed each other. But while he was kissing Jesus in his face, on both sides of his cheek, what he's doing. And in the midst of our defining moment, we can have my time's up. My time is up. The defining moments come right. They come when we're burning our witness out. They come when we are betrayed in our own house. Defining moments do come. But you know what I found out? That you can make it through a defining moment. You can learn how to believe God in the midst of the hurt. That's what we have to do. Not understanding whatever God is taking you through. It's not designed to kill you. It's designed to make you better. 18 years ago, I got called to my first church. I was 19, called to my first church. Yeah, they were crazy and I was crazy for saying yes. I got called to my first church. 6 months in the pastor. I fell in the pulpit. Sent to the hospital. At the age of 19, with good health before taking the church.
All right.
They diagnosed me, with some heart problem.
All right.
I go home, they tell me go back and see a cardiologist the next morning.
Well, Lord.
Went back to see the cardiologist the next morning. When I went back to see him, he said, how old are you, young man? I said, I'm 19. He said, what do you do? I said, I preach. I'm in school, in the seminary. I'm going to school, studying the Word of God. He said, do you work out? I said, no, I don't work out. I read books. He said, do you play basketball? I don't play basketball. I read books. You go football, do you lift weights? I don't do none of that stuff. I read books. I'm not athletic, none of that kind of stuff. I read books. That's what I do.
All right.
He said, okay, well, that's all right. He said, what we want you to do, did you bring the sweatpants? I said, yeah, I brought some sweatpants. You bring some tennis shoes. Yeah, I brought tennis shoes. Okay, go put them on. So I went and put them on. I came back in. He put those things all over my chest. He said, now all I want you to do is get on the treadmill. He said, now, Doc, hold on. I told you I don't shoot ball. I don't throw football. I'm not athletic. I read books. He said, it's okay, brother. You'll be okay. Get on the treadmill. So I got on, he started, had it going. I was like, cool. I said, cool, it's good. He said, yeah. He said, you doing good? I said, yeah. He sped it up some. I said, okay, that's cool. So he started watching. He said, you doing okay, Bishop? I said, yeah. He sped it up some. He said, you doing okay? I said, yeah. Doc, I'm doing all right. He sped it up some. I said, I did take PE in school. I know how to breathe in and breathe out. So I'm breathing in and breathing out. He said,